So in the following problem it says a snowball rolls off a barn roof that slopes downward at an angle of 40 degrees. The edge of the roof is 14 meters above the ground, and the snowball has a speed of 7 meters per second as it rolls off of the roof. Ignoring the air resistance, the question is, how far from the edge of the barn does the snowball strike the ground if it doesn't strike anything else while falling? So here's the snowball, and it's going in the downward direction, and there's a distance at the bottom of 4 meters. Now the angle given was 40 degrees, and the velocity was 7 meters per second, and the distance from the edge to the floor was 14 meters. So first thing we're going to do is find both the horizontal and the vertical components. For the horizontal component, we got ux equal u cosine theta. In this case, the u is going to represent the velocity, 7 meters per second, times the cosine of 40, and that should give us 0.37. Now, in the y direction, we got the negative u sine of theta. So negative 7 times sine of 40, negative 4.49. Now next, we're going to use the kinematic equation for vertical motion. It goes as follows. The displacement is going to be equal to ut plus 1/2 gt squared, where g is the gravitational force, negative 9.8. So for the u value, we're going to ignore this one. We're going to use the 5.37. So as we plug in the values, we're trying to solve for t, the time. So as we do that, we're going to have one side equal to 0, and we're going to use the quadratic formula to simplify this equation. As we do that, we're going to get two values, 1.29 seconds for the time for the first option, and for the second one we have negative 2.4. Of course, we're going to choose the positive one, and we're going to continue solving the problem. Next thing we're going to use is equation for a horizontal distance covered. And this is going to be displacement being equal to u, represent the vertical velocity, by the time that we just found using the quadratic formula, which was 1.29. So we're going to multiply the 5.37, the vertical velocity, meters per second, times 1.29 seconds. As we do that, we cancel out the seconds, and we got a distance of 6.92 meters. So 6.92 meters is going to be how far from the edge of the barn is the snowball striking the ground. And that's the final answer.